weapon of the NFL. And we'll see the Bears' veteran linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Bears and the Vikings, next on EA Sports.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, He's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 21 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Completes it to Aguilar. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Vikings sit 2-7 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Jackson from the shotgun. And nowhere fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Jackson looking to throw on third. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jackson now. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Jackson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play where all reviews come. So that challenge is successful with. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got hurt.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All again on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
They need to block in the ball. Offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. All again on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Holding. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little
Still
bit.
first down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On the counter, it's Hall. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Joseph's got it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Well, you're talking about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Brian Asamoah leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, Montgomery. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the option play now to the left. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down 14-10, a minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Nico Hardman, 79 yards. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The lone touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by a field goal. A minute 37 remaining. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. He'll look to throw. Able to find Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. And again back to Kmet. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll look to throw. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. He's back to throw. Complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the...
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight...